Today we are going to talk about how to use knowledge in Java in order to design a car. And this video aims to help you review the basic knowledge in Java including class, object, fields, methods, mutator and accessor, data encapsulation, constructor and static. First of all, let's talk about the difference between type and object. The type is a sum of objects with similar characteristics, and object is a specific item described by type. In Java, a class represents a type of objects. For example, car can be a type, and there are three different objects in the type of car, which are my car, new car, and second-hand car. All these different car objects are described in the type of car, and we will use a class to represent the type of car. In Java, we can just use public class car to start the class with a main method included inside. The main method will be used to create different car objects in the type of car. After that, we are going to talk about declaration and initialization. Declaration is the process to declare something. For example, we declare the object of my car and new car in the way of car, my car and car, new car. After declaring these objects of cars, we are going to initialize them, which is the process of initialization. And we are creating these cars object in the class use the keyword of new. For example, we use my car as new car, and new car as new car. There are two important things to notice here. Firstly, there will be other contents in the bracket when we are initializing these objects. We will elaborate this point further when we talk about constructor. Secondly, the process of declaration and initialization can be combined. For example, we can just have car second-hand car as new car bracket in order to declare and initialize the object of second-hand car at the same time. Then, our third topic is fields and methods. Fields are used to describe the state of the object, and methods are used to describe the behavior of the object. For example, for a car, its fields, or its states can be color, which is a string, number of wheels and number of seats, which are integers, and speed. We can declare fields in the format of data type of the fields plus the name of the fields. For example, we have int number of wheels, int number of seats, string color and int speed. Also, the methods, or the actions of the car can be drive, backdrive, increase speed and decrease speed, which are common behaviors of the car. We can declare methods in the format of return type of the method plus the method name and plus the bracket with parameter inside. Then we will have another bracket with the action that we want to do in this method inside. There are two special methods in a class, which are mutator and accessor. And this is our fourth topic. Mutator is used to change the value of a field, also known as a setter. For example, we have void set speed bracket in order to represent a mutator for the field speed. And we will have this dot speed is equal to speed in order to change the value of the speed as a field to the value of the speed as a parameter. We will elaborate on the keyword of this later. On the other hand, accessor is used to get the value of a field, which is also known as a getter. For example, we have int getSpeed bracket as an accessor, which is a method that will return the value of speed. Then, we are going to talk about data encapsulation. Data encapsulation refers to the action of hiding some parts of data from users. There are two different access labels in order to achieve data encapsulation, which are public and private. Private refers to the fields or methods that are not accessible outside the class, and public refers to fields or methods that is still accessible outside of the class. Actually, there are access labels, protected and default, but we will not use it right now. An important question is why do we need data encapsulation? The reason is that we need to hide some information to users. Usually for information that users do not need to use or information with secret that users cannot know. Also, fields are often declared as private, while some methods are declared as public. Now let's add access labels to the fields and methods that we already created. We add private before all our fields, which are number of wheels, number of seats, color and speed. And we add public before all our methods, which are drive, back drive, increase speed, decrease speed, set speed and get speed. Next, we are going to talk about the constructor. A constructor is a statement inside the class to create two objects according to the field we have. It is used to construct a real object under the type of car each time a class is called. For example, we use three fields to describe a car object, which are number of wheels, number of seats and colors. So we can write a constructor like this using the keyword of this. For example, we have this dot number of wheels is equal to number of wheels, this dot number of seats is equal to number of seats, and this dot color is equal to color. The keyword of this is used to differentiate fields and parameter when they have the same name. The name after this keyword are fields, and the name with no this represents parameters. Now let's fill up the empty brackets that we left when initializing new objects. We will add number of wheels, number of seats and color to the bracket that it will match our constructor. For example, for my car, let's assume it is a normal car with 4 wheels and 5 seats and it is black. We can just add these values to the bracket and it will automatically become the parameter in our constructor. Similarly, for the new car, it has 8 wheels and 50 seats and its color is red. Oh, it is a large bus. Also, we have a second-hand car with 3 wheels, because it is broken, and 5 seats and its color is brown. In the end, let's talk about the keyword static. The keyword static is used to describe the fields and methods that belong to the class, which is the type, instead of a specific object. These fields or methods are usually common characteristics of a type that will not vary among different individual objects. For example, let's assume that all cars can drive, increase speed and decrease speed, but some cars cannot backdrive. As a result, we can put static keyword before methods of drive, increase speed and decrease speed because they are common characteristics of all cars.